GE 103 AutoCAD 3D Modeling Cabin Project Part 3. We are going to deal with roof pitches. We need to figure out what kind of pitch we want on our roof. And what a roof pitch is a run and rise. And so the run is the horizontal, so that would be X, and the Y is the rise. And so in this roof pitch here, which is probably the shallowest you would want to go, this would be like for a shed roof, would be 4 and 12. So 4 vertically, 12 horizontally. As you can see as we go up here, here's one that's 6 vertically and 12 horizontally. Here's one that's 10 and 12 and 12 and 12. Is probably the steepest pitch you'd want to do in any kind of home building. This would be great on the East Coast where you got lots of snow and it would slough the snow off very well. So what I want to do then is I want to figure out what roof pitch I'm going to use for my project. Okay? And I'm going to build a person. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to draw a stick. Okay? And I'm going to go up here 72 inches. Okay, and I'm going to put a little head on it, and I'm going to put a 12-inch head, which is a pretty big head. Oops, it should be half that. Scale that by 0.5. There we go, 12-inch head, and I'm going to move that down, and then I'm going to pick up the quadrant up there, and bring quadrant down to the end point, and that should be a 6-foot tall person. So let's DI that just for fun. Pick, and that is 6 feet. That's a 6-foot tall person. Should we give him some arms? Maybe. How about some arms? Give him some shoulders. There's some shoulders, and some arms, another arm. There we go. Okay, so there's our person. So if you wanted somebody to stand up in your loft, let's see what we would need here. Okay. So I'm going to go and I'm going to draw a line from here. And I'm going to go up here 96, which is 8 feet. And then I'm going to come down to here. Okay, and here's the trick. I'm going to go over here to the midpoint, go 12 inches. And I'm going to come up here and just go up until I cross that line. And this is going to tell me what I need. So if I trim that, and I measure this here, I bet I'm going to have something about like 13. So probably a 12 and a 12 is what I want. So to create that 12 and 12, all I have to do is this. Come in here and draw a line, and I'm just going to start right there, and I'm going to come over 12, I'm going to go up 12, and I'm going to go close, okay? Then I can just take this and I can do an extend, because this is on my midpoint here, so I can go to extend, and there is a 12 and 12 roof pitch, okay? Now there's some things that we have to go for from there, but looks like maybe I want at least a 12 and 12. Maybe if I didn't want them to have to stand up, I could get away with something like a 8 and 12. You know, that's possible. Let's see what that would look like just for fun. So line, and we should still have my 12 there, so I'm going to go up 8 and come down here. And we're going to go to extend, pick this line here. Yeah, and so if I had a person that was actually sitting here, if my person, I took my person and had them sitting upright upstairs, yeah, they could get away with an 8 and a 12. So anyway, that's something you're going to want to think about when you create a pitch, okay? So I think I'm going to go, that was an 8 and 12, that's a 12 and 12. How about if I do a 10 and 12? Go right in the middle. So I'm going to go to my 12-inch line here and go up 10. There we go. Oops. That must have been the midpoint. There it is, 10. There we go. And there we go. Throw these two away. Go to extend. Pick my line. And there you go. Oops, pick. Extend, and there it is. So I am going to go with an 8 and 12 roof pitch, okay? That's what I'm going to use right here. I'm going to use the 8 and 12 right there, okay? And I can take this and I can mirror this around on the other side. And there we go. I can lose my center line here, and I can lose my little body there. Okay. And if we go into 3D, there we are. Okay, we're looking okay. I'm going to go back into world, go back into front. Okay. Now, we're going to need to make our rafters or our trusses, and so in this case, I'm going to use 8-inch, which are actually 7.5 by 1.5. Okay. So I'm going to go and do offset of 7.5. I'm going to pick that and go there, and pick that and go there. And then I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to pick the top of my project here. Okay, and go out here a little ways. And I am going to move that. And I cannot move in that position because I'm in world, so I have to change this to front. Okay. So I'm going to move this, and I'm going to drop down. I'm going to drop down 12 and about 18 inches. Okay. I'm going to drop down about 18 inches. And I'm just making up stuff here, so don't hold me. And I'm going to drag that across there like that. Okay, and then I'm going to again go to my extend, and I'm going to pick here. I want to extend this down, and this down, and this down, and this down. There we go. And I'm going to use my, I don't know if you remember using this, but I use chamfer. And if I look at chamfer, my chamfer here is a 1/2 inch, so I'm going to go D for distance. I'm going to go 0 and 0 again. And now, when I chamfer this, it makes a perfect 90-degree corner. Okay, I can go to trimming, and I can pick this, and pick this, and then hit enter, and pick this, this, and this. And now, I have really nice rafters truss here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all this orange plus these two pieces here, and I am going to hit J for join. Okay, J for join, enter. And I'm going to do it one more time. And J for join. Okay, and hopefully, so now we need to go, I'm going to go to world, go to my, and find out why, oh, look at what's happened. That's why it didn't join. I got, these are out of the plane when I made those, so I'm going to move them back. There, okay. Okay, now I can go from here, and let's see if we can get J for join. There it is. There is my solid poly line, which is something I needed there, okay? Now, since I have a poly line, I can do something new, which we haven't used, which is extrude, okay? So I could pick extrude, pick my poly line, and I could come all the way across for my roof if I wanted to, okay? And if I come over here and go to that end point right there, look at that. My roof is all done. But that's not a real roof. That is just a 3D modeled roof. Okay. I'm going to undo that. Okay. And I am going to go to extrude, and I'm going to go pull this way and go 1.5. There we go. There is my roof. And then I am going to copy this. So I'm going to go in here. It's easiest to do this in world and top. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go to array. Classic. I want to come this way. So according to that, that's rows. So I'm going to go, well, 11's fine there, 1 there, and 16 inch, and rafters are 12 or 24 on center, 24 inches on center. Select my object, and I'm going to pick, and I realize, oops, I need a negative in here because it's going, you can see my preview is showing it going up, and I want it to go down. So I'm going to hit a negative in there. Go preview. There it goes. Great. And I'm done. And come around here. Go to worlds, and I can get rid of the ones I don't need and keep a couple extras because you actually want to go outside. Actually, I'm just going to, this should be, if we go around into left, and I look at this, and we go up here to wireframe, we can see that I'm overhanging a little bit, okay? And so is this one. Okay. So I'm going to move. I'm going to grab everything that you see here. And I'm going to move 1.5. And I'm going to come back here. I'm going to move 2.5 and see, that's perfect. Then I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to go out 24. And I'm going to copy this one and go out 24. And that's my overhangs, front and back. Okay. If we go back up to our layers and we turn some other things on, we can start to see that our project is starting to come to some kind of semblance of, it's starting to look like a little cabin here, and I'm liking that, okay? I got stuck over here. I got all kinds of little things stuck over there. I think I was playing with building my rise and run right here. Okay, where are we at? We're about 12 minutes. Okay, how about we want to sheet this? Okay, we want to put some sheeting on this, okay? So, there's a couple different ways you can do this. Okay, I want to lay my sheeting right on this angle, and I can do that by rotating it and making it match, but there's another way I can do it too. And I'm going to go to one of my least favorite things, but I'm going to use it right here, which is dynamic input. Remember dynamic input? If you don't have yours up, go to the 3 horizontal lines here. It says customization, and make sure and check mark the dynamic input. Come over here and turn on dynamic input, and watch what happens with dynamic input when I go to box and I pick this face right there. Notice how it highlights for me? And notice my cursor changes. Look at my cursor. See, there's my cursor there, and there it is there. Okay, so I just changed my cursor, and now I can do whatever I want here. And what you see highlighted there, the blue that says 10 7/8, that's going to be the first dimension. So I'm going to make that 48. Hit enter. And I'm going to make the next one 96. Oop. My bad, I need to do that again. Okay, box. Come in here. Pick on that. And what didn't I do? I didn't hit L for length. L for length, okay? So the first one is going to be 96. Great. 48 and 0.5, because this is 1/2 inch plywood. So now I'm going to use, here's a tool we haven't used before, Orbit. It's right over here in my nav bar. It's the second one from the bottom. And you just pick it, and then you pick any place on the screen and hold down your left mouse button, and you can orbit anywhere you want. And I'm going to come and pick that, and I'm going to move it, put it right on the end there. And I'm going to go up here and change that to 1/2 inch plywood. Okay. And I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to pick this corner right there. And I'm going to put that one there. And I'm going to put that one there. And what do you think we're going to do down here at the end? Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm going to go to right up here, remember, move face. Come in here and pick that face, pick that corner, go find some geometry down here. And I better find something there. Oh, looks like something. I did. You notice that might have been easier if I would have had my if I was in 2D wireframe. And I'm going to leave it in here. I'll go to hidden right now. Okay, that looks good. Now I want to come up here and look from above. So I'm going to go to world. So I'm going to go to my little escape here and find my house. There we go. I'm going to go right on top and I'll look straight down. And you can see right here that this shouldn't be there. I need to move something down. So I am going to do this. I'm going to take all this sheeting here. You don't have to do this. I mean, if it's sheeted, it's just fine, but I'm being anal retentive here. I'm going to move this, and I'm going to move it 1.75, okay? Great. Go back into, there we go. And do my move face again. And pick this little corner here and go to that corner there. There we go. And then take this, copy, and take this sheet here and put it there. I wonder, I bet you I need to shorten that other sheet, don't I? Yep, I do. Because my layout of my joist is not right. Move face. There we go. And then we'll move that. Okay. Go to top and look. There we go. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay. And then the rest would just be sheeting. So I would take this sheet here, those two sheets there, and I would copy both of those. And I would grab that there and put it here. Drop that there. Okay, and that should be perfect then. Great. And I take this one, and this one, and this one. I'd copy. I'd pick this little corner right there. And put that right on top. Right up there. Okay. And I'm going to leave this ridge. I'm not going to do anything about that right now, because you actually need an opening at the top that breathes. And they make a special piece of roofing material that does that. Now I can go to the front. Okay. There's front. Go to the front here. And I could grab all my roof material, just like that. And it looks like I grabbed this here too. So I'm going to hold down my shift key and unselect that. And then I'm going to go to modify, mirror, pick a midpoint somewhere, and then just go like that. Enter. There we go. Oops. Okay. That should be pretty good for putting a roof on. And next we're going to come back and do windows and doors.